All right, today we're diving deep into a Korean cultural phenomenon that's way more than just a meal. It's a whole vibe. We're talking about chimaek, that absolutely perfect, glorious combination of fried chicken and beer that has, pretty much taken over the world.
Okay, so picture this. A Korean friend turns to you and asks this question. You need to know, this isn't just about grabbing dinner. It's a genuine offer of friendship. It's a way of saying, hey, let's just chill, forget about the long day, and really talk. It's an invitation to share a moment of pure comfort together.
So how did this simple combo of chicken and beer become, well, almost a religion in Korea? Believe me, it wasn't some overnight trend. It's a delicious piece of history that grew up right alongside modern Korea itself.
Let's walk through this, because it's a great story. Back in the 70s, a whole roasted chicken was a big deal, a special treat a dad might bring home on payday. But then came the 80s, and with it, a revolution. Yangnyeom chicken, that iconic, sticky, sweet, and spicy fried chicken. And it turns out its perfect soulmate was a cold, crisp beer. But the real game changer? The 2002 World Cup. Literally millions of Koreans were out in the streets, chicken in one hand, beer in the other. Chimaek became the official language of pure joy. And then, in 2014, one single line in the K-drama My Love from the Star launched it into a global obsession, practically overnight. So that brings us to the big question. I mean, people all over the world love fried chicken. So what is it about Korean-style chicken that makes it so unique, so incredibly addictive, that people will literally line up around the block for it?
Let's put them head to head. You might think all fried chicken is pretty much created equal, but honestly, the Korean approach is a whole different philosophy, from the way it's battered to the actual bird they use.
It really boils down to three key things. American-style chicken often has that thick, craggy, savory crust. But Korean chicken goes for this paper-thin, almost glass-like, super crispy skin. And the sauce, this is huge. It isn't for dipping. It's brushed right onto the hot chicken, and somehow it stays incredibly crispy. It's magic. And finally, they tend to use smaller, younger chickens, which makes the meat just unbelievably tender.
So the secret to that mind-blowing texture actually has a name. It's jeopbasakchok, which basically means crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside. And it's all about the double fry. The chicken takes a first bath in lower temperature oil to cook it all the way through. Then it rests for a bit. The second fry is a super fast, high temperature flash fry. That's what blasts all the moisture off the surface and creates that signature, shatteringly crisp and shockingly non-greasy crust. It's just pure, delicious science.
But the whole experience goes way beyond the fryer. First, the variety of flavors is just staggering. Soy garlic, honey butter, even cheese powder. And for those moments when you just can't decide, there's the absolute genius of the Banban menu, or half and half. And you absolutely cannot forget the essential sidekicks, those little cubes of pickled radish called chicken moo, and, of course, the plastic gloves to keep your hands clean.
You see, all these little things work together in perfect harmony. The bubbly carbonation of the beer and that sharp, acidic crunch from the pickled radish, they're the ultimate palate cleansers. They slice right through the richness of the fried chicken, completely refreshing your mouth so that every single bite tastes just as amazing as the first. It's what makes it almost impossible to stop at just one more piece.
Okay, so you're sold. You're in Seoul, and you are ready for the real deal. So, how do you order and enjoy chimaek like you've been doing it your whole life? Let's get into it. Here are your pro tips. First, kopyo means bone-in, which a lot of locals swear has more flavor. Sunsal is boneless, which is super easy to eat. If you can't pick a flavor, just say this with confidence. Banban juuseo. That means half and half, please. And definitely don't forget to ask for binil jeongup, the plastic gloves. It's all part of embracing Korea's absolutely incredible delivery food culture.
And there is no better way to experience that culture than a picnic at the Han River. Seriously, you just find a nice spot, lay down a mat, order from an app on your phone, and then, like magic, a delivery driver will find you in the middle of this massive park. Trust me, enjoying hot, crispy chicken with the entire Seoul skyline as your backdrop is an absolute must-do travel moment.
Now, while the Han River is definitely iconic, Seoul is just jam-packed with incredible chimaek spots, and each one offers a totally different kind of vibe. So where should you go? So for that delivery magic we just talked about, Banpo Hangang Park is #1. If you want a loud, retro, super local experience, head to Oljiro Noguri Alley. You'll join hundreds of office workers at these sprawling outdoor tables. Hongdae is where you go for trendy, youthful spots.
Myeongdong is super convenient if you're a tourist out shopping, and Jongno offers this classic, old-school feel in its historic alleys.
But what brand do you order? Okay, quick guide. If you love that savory, sweet, and salty flavor profile, Kayo-chan is your go-to. For something bold and uniquely Korean, you have to try BHC's Brinkle, which is this crispy chicken covered in a sweet, magical cheese powder. If you just want perfect, classic, high-quality fried chicken, BBQ is the gold standard. And for a healthier, less greasy, but still delicious option, Gubne's oven-roasted chicken is fantastic. So, we've covered the what, the where, and the how. But to really, truly understand Chimaek, we need to talk about the why. Because in Korea, I promise you, it is so much more than just food.
You see, in front of a box of chicken, all those strict social hierarchies just kind of melt away. It's like democracy on a plate. The company's CEO and the brand new intern, they're both wearing those plastic gloves, reaching for the very same drumstick. It creates this space where everyone can just drop the formalities and connect as people.
And for Koreans, the simple phrase, "I ordered chicken," is a message of deep comfort. It's really another way of saying, you worked so hard today, you deserve this, let's just rest now. The sound of that delivery scooter pulling up is literally the sound of the day's stress finally washing away.
This all ties into a core Korean concept that's famously hard to translate directly. It's called jong. Jong is this deep, warm, unspoken feeling of connection and community and affection that binds people together. It's that feeling of being part of an us. And this right here is the ultimate takeaway. Chimaek isn't really about eating, it's about sharing. The simple act of passing a drumstick, of pouring a glass of beer for someone, of making sure everyone gets a piece, that is how jong is built. So the next time you share Chimaek, just remember, you're not just sharing food, you're sharing a connection.